Welcome to the audiobook summary of Gorillas Can Dance. Lessons from Microsoft and Other Corporations on Partnering with Startups by Shameen Prashantham. In today's fast-changing business world, staying innovative and competitive is more important than ever. Large companies, often called gorillas, must learn to adapt and work with startups, the agile newcomers who bring fresh ideas and energy to the market. This audiobook offers a clear, practical guide for how established businesses can partner with startups to unlock new opportunities and drive innovation. Drawing on 15 years of research, Shameen Prashantham shares real-world examples and actionable strategies for overcoming the challenges that arise when big companies and startups try to work together. Whether you are a corporate leader looking to spark new ideas or an entrepreneur seeking powerful partners, you'll find valuable insights on how to build, nurture, and scale successful collaborations, both locally and around the world. Key takeaways. 1. Innovation through collaboration. Establishing partnerships with promising startups can be a vital source of innovation and new opportunities for large corporations. 2. Navigating asymmetries. Partnerships between corporations and startups are often complicated by differences in organizational structure, objectives, and focus. 3. Cultivating a partnership culture. To achieve consistent success, corporations must embed partnership capabilities and a collaborative culture within their organizations. 4. Global application. Approaches for initiating partnerships with startups locally can also be applied internationally, enabling access to a worldwide pool of talent and innovation. Why entrepreneurship matters for large corporations. While startups are often seen as threats to established organizations, partnerships between the two have become more common in recent years. Large corporations frequently focus on leveraging existing resources rather than seeking new avenues. When partnered effectively, startups can provide innovative business models and access to untapped opportunities. Collaboration offers the following advantages. 1. Legitimacy. Corporations gain credibility and trust as preferred partners, while startups benefit from being taken seriously by investors and receiving support. 2. Learning. Corporations access new ideas and business innovations, while startups gain insight into established business processes and technical expertise. 3. Leads. By combining capabilities, both parties can address new customer needs. Startups may also find new business opportunities or even secure the corporation as a client. Consistent, positive engagement with entrepreneurs can inspire entrepreneurship within corporations, leading to internal innovation and creativity. This further positions the corporation as an attractive partner for startups. Partnering with startups isn't easy. While partnerships can be mutually beneficial, significant asymmetries between corporations and startups can make initial collaboration challenging. However, these differences can also be sources of attraction if managed well. To build successful and sustainable partnerships, it is important to address the following asymmetries. 1. Goals. Corporations typically define their objectives and then plan the necessary steps, resulting in detailed but slow execution. Startups, constrained by limited resources, set goals based on what is feasible and move quickly to seize opportunities. These differences in planning and speed can make managers hesitant to engage with startups. 2. Structure. Large organizations have rigid hierarchies and siloed departments, while startups operate with a more flexible, all-hands-on-deck approach. This makes it difficult for startups to identify the right contacts within corporations and for corporate managers to find their counterparts in startups. 3. Attention. Corporations focus on daily operations and managing existing resources, whereas startups are inherently future-oriented. Managers may struggle to stay informed about potential startup partners and the disruptions they could bring. Partnering with startups systematically. Overcoming these asymmetries requires a systematic approach that involves structural and procedural changes for corporations. The guiding principle is to view the corporation from the startup's perspective, understanding how a startup might approach the corporation, what would make the partnership attractive, and how to encourage continued collaboration after initial successes. 3 key strategies are: 1. Clarify synergies. Identify either block-based synergy, where the startup uses the corporation's existing technology and resources to develop new offerings, or pain point-based synergy, where the corporation leverages startup expertise to address specific challenges. 2. Create interfaces. Startups often waste time navigating corporate structures. Consider establishing cohort-based interfaces or funnel-based interfaces. 3. Cultivate exemplars. Long-term success depends on developing success stories that serve as examples and reassurance for skeptical stakeholders. Prioritize promising startups. Be mindful of risks when showcasing them, and nurture an active alumni network. 1. Building the capability to partner with startups. To consistently and successfully partner with startups, corporations must implement both structural changes and new learning processes. 3 managerial actions are essential. 1. Initiation. Launch a partnership program and make necessary changes. The first partnership is often the hardest, but once established, subsequent partnerships become easier. 2. Expansion. Scale up initial contacts and gain broader organizational support. Aim to make partnerships repeatable, refined, and routine. 3. Systemization. Institutionalize partnership activities to ensure continuity and sincerity. Integrate partnership goals with broader corporate innovation, culture change, and overall strategy. When developing partnership capabilities, corporations may engage third-party specialists. It is important to assess these partners by asking, partnering competence. What are their strengths in scouting, strategy, or execution? Specialization. Do they focus on cohorts or funnels? Geographical strength. Can they deliver value across different locations? And do they support future growth? 1. Partnering with startups around the world. Startups can provide entry points into local markets for international ventures. As with multinational operations, partnering strategies must be adapted to local startup ecosystems. Consider the following approaches. Think global, act local. Tailor global partnering efforts to local needs and standards. Invest in local ecosystem energy. Collaborate with insiders to overcome hesitation, and co-innovate to build trust. Think local, act global. Adopt successful local practices from around the world to access innovation in both advanced and emerging markets. Think global, act global. Combine the above strategies to connect global innovation, build international trust, and pursue win-win partnerships that encourage ongoing engagement. Partnering as a force for good. There's a growing global emphasis on ethical conduct and sustainable development goals. Failure to deliver on these commitments can damage trust and reputation. Instead of seeing SDGs as constraints, view them as opportunities. Spark coalitions. Achieving SDGs requires collective action. Partnerships between startups and corporations can help build connections and contribute to SDG coalitions. Pursue societal synergy. Aim for win-win outcomes that benefit both the economy and society. Develop an inclusive interface. Make your partnership interface accessible to social ventures and involve non-traditional actors like NGOs to bridge large and small organizations. Generate hybrid exemplars. Partner with socially conscious entities. Pursue wins with both economic and societal impact, and scale up successful efforts to inspire others. 1. 3 mindsets for the SDG decade of action. Businesses are experiencing rapid transformation driven by technology and increased public demand for ethical conduct. Adapting requires 3 new mindsets. 1. Entrepreneurial mindset. Proactively seek win-win scenarios with startups, encourage entrepreneurship, and take calculated risks by starting small and building on quick wins. 2. Collaborative mindset. Leverage networks, clarify synergies, create effective interfaces, and cultivate exemplars. Be discerning in selecting partners and reflective in learning from experiences. 3. Global mindset. Be curious about new technologies and talent worldwide. Develop cross-cultural competence and use connections to enrich partnership experiences for all parties. Conclusion. As we come to the end of this summary, it is clear that the future of business depends on collaboration. Large corporations and startups each have unique strengths, and by working together, they can achieve more than either could alone. To succeed, organizations must adopt new mindsets, being entrepreneurial, collaborative, and open to global perspectives. They must also make structural changes and build a culture that supports ongoing partnerships. Shamin Prashantham's advice reminds us that forming successful partnerships is not just about good intentions. It requires systematic planning, cultural change, and a commitment to learning from each other. As businesses face growing pressure to act ethically and contribute to society, partnering with startups can also help companies make a positive impact on the world. In summary, Gorillas Can Dance is a call to action. Embrace the challenge. Learn to work with new partners and create a future where collaboration drives innovation and success.